Hi, crafty friends. I'm so glad you could join me. Today's card features some Mama Elephant stamp sets in Lucky Cat, Zodiac Tiger, and Cloud 9 dies. I'm just going to jump right into the coloring today. The marker caps are displayed, but I'm going to have them listed down below on my blog and on my blog for easier reference, just because I know it's a pain to stop the video just to write down a marker color. So for me, I always start with the darkest color. I'm going to look at the way the animal is facing on the stamp. And for this one, he's kind of facing it towards the right. So I shaded his left side more heavily and wanted to leave his belly white. So I chose my lightest marker, which in this case is a YR00. And then right around that edge, I'm going to add the 0 marker just to blend that lightest color into his tummy. And then I used some lighter colors on his ears, just so they weren't a stark white, and his little nose in pink. Now, these are tigers, but I was kind of looking at them like little orange stripy cats, which are some of my favorites, although I don't have an orange cat at this moment. I have in the past. And so for this one, because he's facing directly towards you with his little arms up, I'm going to shade directly around the outside and then under his arms. And then again, blend that out with the lightest marker. And I tried to bring it down just under his nose, just so that part wasn't white. They all end up a little bit differently. I'm going to end up coloring this little guy twice for my card, even though I don't show it in the coloring portion here. He's colored the exact same way. And then I'm adding the little nose and the R11 in the darkest part of the ears, and then blending that art out with the R00. And I'm just quickly coloring these. I'm not trying for a perfect blend here. Sometimes I just like to sit down and color and complete a card and not be too concerned with being a perfectionist. And this one, same thing. I tried to bring the dark in a little bit more than on the other one that is also facing forward, so that his shading's just a little bit different. And I love him. He's a little dancing kitty. I can't with some of these. They're just so cute. I just love all the Mama Elephant images, but these Zodiac animals are some of my favorites. And I was super excited when they started doing these. And even though this is not a New Year's card, I was kind of thinking about that with the tiger. And then I brought in this year's new color, which is that blue indigo color, for the background, just because I liked the blue and orange together. So here we're going to get into that background. This is a craft sheet. I'm not doing this directly on my table. And I'm just smushing some Distress ink right onto my surface. And that's just regular old water. And I'm going to use the smooth side of my watercolor paper here. I just prefer it. I prefer the smooth in the final look. So I just dip that in and I'm moving it around and trying to cover the whole surface. And then I dried it off and got out my dies, and I'm just going to die cut that. And I also, I didn't show it on video, speckled the background. I just used some black soot distress ink and some starry colors in white gold. Just to add some more definition and interest to the background. And then I stamped that out. I stamped out the sentiment instead of heat embossing it, which I would normally do. Just thought it stood out enough on its own as it is. And I'm going to pop up my little tigers. I'm just figuring out spacing before I finalize putting them down on the card, because we all know it's not fun to have to rip that off after you've already placed them down. So I'm going to do them one at a time. And here you can see the second cat with its arms facing in. And I thought this would make a cute Valentine's Day card for my husband. So that is what I'm going to use it for. And I'm cleaning up some of my coloring since I was coloring so fast. I did go outside of the lines several times. And that's it. I hope you enjoy. Thanks.